Hello kids, this is going to be a quick video on our practice DFA that we did on Tuesday, November 6th. It's a district formative assessment. All the students take these. You have in the past, and you will take this on Go Formative, but I just wanted to give you a quick practice problem before we did it. So if we can get started, the first thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make sure that we underline what's important in the problem. So it says it costs $2.50 per person to get into the school dance. The school collected $952.50 from entrance fees on the night of the school dance. Write and solve an equation to represent the number of students X that attended the dance. Well, first off, I would say the most important things here would be the $2.50 per person. And then I would also say that the $952 collected from entrance fees would also be really important. Those are the only two numbers that I see in the problem. And then I would go to the end and say, what exactly is this problem wanting me to do? And it says right here at the very beginning of the last sentence, write and solve an equation. You're writing and you're solving an equation, and the equation will represent the number of students, and students is represented there by the letter X. So that's the reason that that is there. So when we look down here at our answers, we see there's an X in every problem. There's an X, there's an X, there's an X, and there's an X. So what we can do is we can just go down the list on these and see which one actually is correct. So if we're actually gonna have to work these out to see what is correct, because we're actually gonna take the end numbers where it says X equals 381, X equals 1,222, X equals 2,905 and 80.86, and X equals 381. We're going to use those and plug these numbers for X back into the equations. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Let's say A. On A, Y equals $1.99 plus X. And on this one it says that X's value is 381. So all we're doing is we're getting rid of the X. Okay? And you're going to substitute in the number 381. So if we add $1.99 plus 381, let me grab a calculator. We're going to get $1.99 plus 381. We're going to get $382.99. Okay, and so that tells us that the Y equals this 382.99. All right, well, the 382.99 is not the amount that all the students, or that the school collected for all the students to get into the dance that night. They collected this much, $952.50. So because this amount does not match that, this one cannot be correct. A cannot be a correct answer. Let's move on to the next one. I'll do it right over here. So letter B. On letter B, it says, $952.50. And remember, this was the amount that the school collected for the students to get into the dance. We're going to put our X because that's in the equation for B. See right there? And then it says it equals $2.50. This one already seems kind of weird, because if I'm multiplying a number like 952.50, that's a big number. If I'm multiplying that times another number, more than likely I'm not going to get $2.50. Okay, so let's see what they're wanting me to substitute in for that X on this one. On this one, they want me to substitute in 1,222. I know right off the bat, if I multiply 952.50 times 1,222, you're going to get a way bigger answer than $2.50. This one is not correct at all, because what you're multiplying, 952.50 times 1,222, is not going to equal that. So this one is just not correct. It doesn't look correct from the beginning, and after you work it out, you can also tell it's not correct. All right, letter C. Letter C says Y equals $2.01 times X. So $2.01 times X. This little floating decimal or period, it's like floating in the middle there, that means multiply. So if you ever see that again, that just means multiply. When it's kind of floating in the middle there, it's not up here and it's not down here, it's just kind of floating there in the middle. And so on this one it says we're going to substitute in 2,905.86 students. Okay, I know right off the bat this cannot be the right answer because I can't have 0.86 students. That's not going to happen. We have to have a whole number here. But if you wanted to work it out, you can. You would just multiply $2.01 times the 2,905.86, and you would get quite a much bigger number than we're needing. Y should equal 952.50. If we multiply this, it's going to be probably closer to 5,000, and I'll show you. Yeah, so it's actually over 5,000, 5,840.7786. So yeah, that number's way too big. It's not the same as this number, so C can't be right. That means that D has to be the answer. I'm gonna go up here and check D, but I wanna show you why D is the answer. I'm gonna show you why it is, okay? So on this one it says 2.50 times X equals 952.50. So let's write it down here. Sorry, the camera's a little bit shaky. So 2.50 times X equals 952.50. You can actually spot that this one is the correct equation from the very beginning because it's telling you to multiply the price that they charged per person to get in. See, it's per person, $2.50 per person to get into it, the dance, and then $952.50 was the total cost collected. So what do you think the X represents here? What do you think the X actually represents? What do you think it represents? X represents the number of people that are going to the dance. Okay, so since that represents that, I bet you this is going to work out. And since it was the last answer, it will be correct. And let's work it out just to make sure. 250 times, and this one wants us to substitute in 381, so we scratch the X out. We're multiplying times 381. We should get 952.50 as our answer. Let's use our calculator just to check our work. So we have $2.50 times 952.50. Oh, I did the wrong thing. $2.50 times 381 people that went to the dance. It gives us $952.50. Obviously, since they match, this is the correct answer. So that's all you're doing in this. The main thing is